My chief is I'm gonna put her on speaker so
Sure.
she can talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have, just as a community right now, and so if you don't have an official purpose with us, I'd ask you to just not videotape or take photos of our building. And
Oh, what do you mean, of the building outside or inside?
yeah, outside or inside. If you don't have an official business that you can share with us, there's probably no reason for you to continue to do that.
If I don't have official business, I'm not allowed to take a picture of the outside of the building?
I'm just kind of concerned about security.
Okay, well, I don't think you have the authority to tell me not to take a picture of the outside of the building.
Well, we do have the ability to ask you to leave the building if you don't.
How's it going, guys? Watching The Watchman here, out with Amagansett Press, here in Westminster, Colorado, at this Adams County government offices. I think it houses a motor vehicle department. As usual, we're going to take some video here on public property of the public building and see if the folks here respect our First Amendment right to do that. And while we were scoping the place out, trying to decide whether or not it's a good place to audit, we saw that they do have a security guard. I saw him come out the door and go back in. So, see how it goes.
And I'll give you a little time and temperature check here. Today is Tuesday, January 12th. It is 3:18 in the afternoon and 54 degrees and overcast in Westminster, Colorado. Let's see what kind of signs we have here. So obviously I have some probation office here.
Adams County Economic Development. And then over here we have the ADA entrance for the motor vehicle office.
Oh, look at that. Concealed permit holders.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's good to know. Oh, he's on the phone already. That's great. So yeah, it's a nice building. Interesting architecture here.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
There's actually nothing on the door about masks.
I was about to say
no
that.
mask required sign.
I was about to say that to you. Well, you want to go in?
Yeah, you want to?
Look around, sure. There's got to be some publicly accessible areas here, right?
Yeah.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm Vicki with, I'm the probation manager here. We're just wondering what you guys are.
Oh, I'm not on probation.
Oh, okay. Is it for?
We're just checking out the building.
Oh, okay. Are you guys with the county?
Am I with the county? No.
Oh, okay. Because it's a county building, is it?
Come on through now.
Something that.
Well, yeah, I'll come in and we'll get out of the way.
Okay, sounds good.
Hang out right here.
Yes, no, we just want to take, assuming this is your security checkpoint here, so we just want to take a look at publicly accessible areas.
Oh, okay. Are you guys with who are you with?
Well, I really don't divulge that information until I'm done, so when we're done doing what we're doing, I'd be happy to explain all that to you. But in the
Okay.
meanwhile, we're just kind of doing what we do.
Okay. And so just right here? You're not gonna go any further?
Unless there's any other areas that are publicly accessible.
Not past security. I mean, you have to go through security first, so.
Oh, I don't mind going through security, that's fine. No issues with
They
it.
don't.
Well, we're closed to the public right
Yeah.
now because of the COVID and everything.
Okay.
But this area is open.
Okay, but
Yeah.
the rest of the, so what is it, like by appointment only? Okay, I got you. Very
Yeah.
cool. Can you tell me what offices are in this building?
Yeah, so we've got DMV over there, and
Okay.
then probation and diversion.
And diversion?
Yeah.
And what is diversion? I don't even know what that is.
It's like when somebody gets in trouble with the law and they want to try and help them before they get like on a record.
So that's a good
they
thing
do-
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So if they do really well, then they get off without a charge.
So it's kind of like when somebody has their adjudication put off based on what happens in a certain time period?
Right.
I got you,
Like
okay.
a deferred kind of thing.
Gotcha, cool, very cool. I appreciate you explaining that.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you're being very cool. I'll give you my first name. My name's Jason.
Hi, I'm Vicky.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you for being professional and cordial. I appreciate that.
Of course, yeah.
So do they have any plans on opening the building back up?
Yeah, it's all based on Tri-County Health,
Okay.
so it's just because of COVID right now.
No, I know, but have they set a date to open back up, or is it?
Oh, no.
No, not yet?
No, employees come in, but not.
I got you.
Yeah.
How long's it been closed?
I don't know.
Which one?
How long has it been closed? Or which one? Which
This,
part?
the building, just to access.
Depends, because it's like, so DMV, we're closed, they were closed for 6 weeks, they just opened up, this is our second week.
Second week,
And
okay.
then the probation has been closed since right before Christmas, about the same time. So
Yeah.
when the alert went up,
Right.
that's when everything kind of shut down. Diversion only works on Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays for half
Gotcha.
a day, so.
You guys just stand outside real quick, we'll get to you, okay?
Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, very cool. And it's a shame we can't look at the rest of the building. It's very interesting from the outside.
Well, if we knew who you were, I could ask the chief. We can't just let anybody in if it's.
Oh, so we can, well, that's why I was saying I'm willing to go through security. If you're gonna let us in, I'll give you my name and go through security. I don't have any problem with that.
Well, no, I mean like where you're from and what you're here for. Like if it's like a probation matter or like.
Oh, no, it's not, nothing to do with official county business.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do with
That's
it.
what
No, I don't work for the county, and I'm not working on behalf of anybody that works for the county.
Okay, so then,
Okay, well, let me ask, my chief is calling. Let me just
Okay,
find
no,
out.
I appreciate that.
you don't mind looking at
So,
that?
yeah, so for motor vehicle.
Hi, Jennifer.
You could just get into right here, and then we take your
They're standing here
temperature.
talking
And if you have an
about,
appointment,
his name
then you
is
could go
Jason.
into our office.
But they're not.
And that's for motor vehicle.
So for motor vehicle, you need an appointment to get in.
And they
I'm sorry?
have to
You,
go
motor vehicle,
to
you need an appointment to get in. Public needs an appointment to get in.
Oh, I got you, okay.
It's closed to the public.
January
It's fine.
20th, we open to the
so
public,
they're
so
just
we're gonna
in-
allow walk-ins.
Oh, so there is a date? Oh, so that's what I was just asking, if there was a date, and I was told
For
no.
motor vehicles.
Right,
Motor vehicle.
there's,
Just for motor vehicles? Oh, I didn't know, so you're in charge of motor vehicles? I
Yes.
got you, okay, very good. So you'll be opening up the 20th?
Yeah, so right now we're.
That's
open
a-
for appointments only right now.
Is that a coincidental date? That's a big day, the 20th.
No, we just had planned on that day because the first 2 weeks of the month were for appointments.
Gotcha,
So we wanted to catch up on everybody who had an appointment last month who got canceled.
gotcha. Well, luckily, my license and registration, everything's all up to date, so I'm good there.
Yeah, for us, you could get up to here and then in when you're at an appointment.
It's up to you.
And there's no opportunity to walk through and just take a look at motor vehicles? No?
We can't have you walk through unless you have an appointment.
Okay, understood.
My chief is I'm gonna put her on speaker so
Sure.
she can talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, hold on.
Hello, Chief.
Hi, folks. My name is Jenifer Morgen. How are you all today?
Good, how are you, Jennifer?
Good. So I understand from Vicki that you're just in the building visiting, or do you have a purpose to be with us today?
Well, my purpose is to just come check out your building, and I'm just taking a look at it. But I don't have an appointment or any official county business with anybody here today, no.
Okay. Well, I think you might understand our level of concern. If there is no specific reason that you have as far as visiting our building, I'd ask you not to videotape or camera. There's heightened security concerns that we have, just as a community right now. And so if you don't have an official purpose with us, I'd ask you to just not videotape or take photos of our building. And
Oh, what do you mean, of the building outside or inside?
yeah, outside or inside, if you don't have an official business that you can share with us, there's probably no reason for you to continue to do that.
If I don't have official business, I'm not allowed to take a picture of the outside of the building?
I'm just kind of concerned about security things right now, and so if you're not willing to share with us the purpose that you're taking pictures of our building, then I'm going to ask you to stop doing that. Yes, that's correct.
If I'm not
Fine.
willing to share with you the purpose of, okay, well, I don't think you have the authority to tell me not to take a picture of the outside of the building.
Well, we do have the ability to ask you to leave the building if you don't have an official purpose.
Oh, of
And then
course.
What you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
on public property is up to you. But considering the things that are happening right now, I would just ask that you respect, the safety and security of our staff and understand my position. I don't want to prevent you from doing something if you have an official purpose, but if you can't disclose that to me, then I get a little hinky about that. I want to just protect my folks.
So if I tell you what my official purpose is, then you're going to allow me to go through the building?
No, if you don't have an official purpose in the building, then our office is currently closed to the public.
So what would be my advantage of telling you who I am and what I'm doing? I'd be willing to do that if there's an advantage for me to do that. If you're going to allow me into the building, I'd be happy to do that.
No, I don't. If you're not a probationer, sir, I don't see why you need access to the building.
Well, it's a public building and we're just taking a look at it. That's all we're doing.
So you're in the lobby of our public building, and that's what you have access to, unless you're a probationer who's with a probation officer.
Okay, if that's what you're telling me, that's what we'll go with. No problem.
Okay.
But as far as not
Thank
taking
you.
video of the outside of the building and not documenting what I'm doing, I'm not going to agree to that.
Well, I'm just going to ask you to leave the building if you don't have an official purpose there.
Well, I'm in the public area.
Yes. What have you
Right, but you also need a purpose to be there.
Oh, I do have a purpose. I told you I have a purpose, and I'd be willing to share that purpose with you if there's any benefit to me. But if there's not, why would I do that?
I feel we're having a circular.
All right, well then go. You go back to work. Have a nice day. I'll go back to what I'm doing, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, you can do that outside of the building, sir.
So, are you officially asking me to leave a public place in a public building?
Do you have a purpose to be there?
Yes, I do.
Are you willing to share that?
I do have a purpose of being here. Yes,
We know what that is, and we can have further conversation. But otherwise, if you can't,
No, because then what happens is, no, that's not the way it works. Because then I tell you what I'm doing here, why I'm here. I give you all my information, and you tell me to get out anyway.
that could be
Right. So let's just leave it the way it is. I'll just stick to the public area. I don't need to see the rest of the building. I'll stick to the outside and the publicly accessible area, and we'll just leave it at that.
All right.
You have security here. You have nothing to worry about. I'm not looking to cause any problems. We're not, no ill will, no nefarious intent. We're not looking to cause any issues here.
Great. I certainly hope that that's the case, and I hope you can also understand my position that in a time like this, it's pretty important to be communicative about what you're doing, particularly in government buildings.
Well, I told you
I want to make sure that our folks are safe. That's my main concern.
Okay, well, what's giving me pause is that you're telling me I can't take pictures of the outside of the building. So you're giving me bad information, so that's giving me pause to give you my information. So we're kind of at a standstill. So we can just leave it there. That's fine.
I think she said you could, but she would ask you not to because of the political climate right now and what's
Okay.
going on.
Oh, so you're just requesting me not to take pictures?
Of the outside of the
Of
building?
the outside of the building?
That's what I
I
heard.
don't know.
I don't know. Is that what you said, Jennifer?
Yeah, I don't love the idea. I mean, you may do what you'd like to do in a public setting, sir, but if there's no reason for you to be in the probation department today, we'll just ask you to go.
Well, I'm not in the probation department.
You just gotta stand in the tree.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not interested in going into any restricted access areas. I've been very cordial and not giving anybody here a hard time, and I understand what you're saying, and I'll keep my business to the publicly accessible lobby here and outside the building. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
So much concern over a camera. I'll get it. All right, so I might as well look at what I can look at here, and then we'll be out of your hair. So I'm just going to read your sign here, and I'll walk you past it.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, yeah. Good.
So, motor vehicles will be open the 20th, the rest of the building get on that.
All right, there's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll text you.
And I'm definitely not trying to give you guys a hard time, so I appreciate you being cordial and professional.
Absolutely.
People get up in arms about cameras these days, I don't know.
Well, yeah, with what's going on, and this being a federal building, and there's been threats.
This is a federal building?
Or a county building.
Oh, I was going to say. You guys have had threats?
Not yet,
Oh.
but that's why she's concerned.
I gotta be honest with you, and I'm
Because, I
totally,
mean, if you're laying out, hey, we can hear here, we can hear here, that's what my chief is concerned.
well, I'll tell you what, if I was gonna do that, which I'm not, I would be wearing cameras that you didn't even see. I'm not gonna walk in with a 2-foot stick in my hand, two of us. I'm not trying to secret myself, I'm being very obvious. All right, so,
Yeah, what can we do for you?
see what these flyers are over here.
Very good. One first officer. You can just take your hat off. Oh, sure. Definitely go Broncos. You can not this year. Oh, let somebody lose.
Actually, so what does that to take the temperature in the picture?
I know it takes temperature. I'm not a tech guy, so I don't know if it takes a picture.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's pretty cool. So you don't have to hold the wand and like.
No, yeah, that would get annoying. Yeah, no, this just takes temperature.
Right on.
As far as I know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what was the final outcome?
About,
So I just want to make sure we left it.
We're good.
We're good, okay.
Yep, we're good.
So as long as we stay here or outside, we're fine.
I think,
Okay.
that was my impression.
All right, cool. All right. And I understand the building being closed, and so there's no date for this to open to walk-ins yet?
No, it's all based on Tri-County Health and their COVID orders, like
Okay.
the numbers. So they evaluate it every 2 weeks and then
Okay.
decide when.
So now that it's been decided what we can and cannot do, you want me to tell you what I'm doing?
It's totally up to you.
I'd be happy to tell you if you're interested. If you're not interested, I don't want to waste my time, but if you're
Okay.
interested, I'd be happy to tell you.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we are finding out if we are able to visit our public buildings,
Uh-huh.
publicly accessible areas, and take video and photographs of the building.
Okay.
It's called the First Amendment audit,
Okay.
which you've probably heard of before.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so that's all it is.
Okay.
But you probably had an assumption that that's what it was, but I guess you can't be sure these days.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Our buildings, like our doors upstairs are all locked anyway, so they're
Okay.
not accessible
Right.
upstairs because of probation clients coming out. So they're all locked.
I just think that if somebody did have some nefarious intent and they were coming here, I think they'd probably be a little more secretive or a little more discreet than we're being. That's why I'm trying to be obvious as a,
Uh-huh.
so we're not trying to secret ourselves. We're not trying to disguise what we're doing. I'm not, standing tall out here, just trying to express my right to take video and photographs on public property.
Okay.
That's all it is. That's all it's about. And I'll even go as far as if somebody's interested in writing it down, I'd be happy to give you my channel name. You can take a look at it. Maybe I'll earn a new subscriber with you. I don't know.
I'm okay. I don't know.
No, not interested in taking a look at it? Okay.
Okay.
See, so that is a slip up on your part. Because how do you know what I'm telling you is true? If I would have given you my channel name and then you could verify that and then you'd know what I was doing here. Now that could have been a whole line I just gave you. Right? If you're that concerned about the safety of the building, you should, especially you guys as security, you should have said, yeah, I'll take your channel name, gather information, guys.
But where you went wrong was asking us if we'd support it. 'Cause
Asking you
then
what?
it gives us, asking us if we'd support it, because then it gives us.
No, I was being
that impression.
tongue-in-cheek cute. I don't expect you to support anything I do. I don't anticipate anybody. I have 230,000 people that subscribe to what I do. My channel gets 100,000 views a day. So I'm not fishing for subscribers. I really don't care. People that are interested watch.
Because we work for the
People that
state,
aren't.
we're neutral, and so we have to remain neutral on all levels, so.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just offering it to you as information. If I was a security officer and I had genuine concerns about somebody coming into the building where I'm responsible to guard, and they offered me information, I would readily accept that information. For sure, as much as you want to give me. For sure.
Yeah.
Right?
duly noted.
Yeah. Just a suggestion. I mean, you guys do what you do.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But definitely, that's all it is. That's all we're doing. And we'll come back and see you again when the building's open, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Whenever that's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Who knows?
They usually post it online, so.
Oh, they do? Okay. All right, so we'll keep an eye on them. We'll come back and see where you... So once you are open to walk-ins, then we're able to go through the building in all publicly accessible areas and look around?
If you go through security,
Sir,
you can go
stay right
through
here.
this.
Leave your mask on.
Right here.
Take your hat
As
off.
long as we go through the security checkpoint.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you'd have to check with Jenifer regarding the cameras inside the building, but
Yeah, we-
you as a person, you can, like.
Is there any
Once you go
policy?
through security.
Is there a policy against taking video under not now, but under
There is
normal?
during, like probation appointments, there is, yeah. If there's a chief judge order.
During probation, oh yeah, well, I'm not going into, no, I would assume probation appointments happen behind closed doors, not in public areas of the building. Right, so I'm just talking about publicly accessible areas. I'm not interested in going to
Not to
anybody's
my
office.
I mean, you probably have to check, it's a county building, so you probably have to check with the county.
Well, I know what the law is. The law, I'm fully within my rights to be able to take, if the building was open to the public and I could walk in, you can video anything your eyes can see on a public. If I'm the way the law works, if I'm lawfully allowed to be standing where I'm standing, I can videotape anything my eyes can see. You can't trespass somebody's eyes. That's how that works. If I'm standing somewhere I'm not allowed to be, then it's a whole different issue. That's all. We do this. This is my son. Okay, my name's Jason. His name's Ben.
Nice to meet you.
And we do this. We've been traveling the country for 1.5 years on our own dime, supporting the Constitution of the United States. That's what we do. And that's what it's all about. That's all it is. So this is the reason we do it. We're not coming into videotape to hopefully look up somebody's skirt or hope somebody's catch somebody doing something stupid or get somebody in trouble. It's an exercise of rights. That's all it is. So.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the explanation.
Yeah, no, I told you once I figured out which way you guys were going to go. If you would have thrown me out, I would have told you anyway. But I just wanted to see how you were going to handle it before I corrupt your decision making with telling you what I'm doing. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you.
But I appreciate you guys, and I would just suggest, just a suggestion, but I would just suggest especially if you're concerned about somebody's behavior, if they want to offer you information about what they're doing, take the information, even if it's useless. I mean, information is. That's where it's at. I mean, that's how you're going to find out what's going on, right? So, if you don't want to, that's up to you. And the last question I'll ask you, and then I'm going to get out of your hair, is why is there no mask sign on the door? Do you guys require masks in the building?
It's on that same.
It's on here, but I mean, like, it's not on the front door, so I didn't. That's why I walked in. If I would have seen a mask sign, I wouldn't have walked in. No, there's nothing out there. See, believe it or not, good things should come from our visits sometimes.
We do have a sign that when clients are here, we have this outside too, right?
Yeah, there's one,
Labels that
yeah,
outside.
there's,
But I
definitely,
think-
because I got that, and then there's the
Yeah.
3.
I'm just one of those
They're
guys
all
that
the
when I'm
same.
walking around, I don't look up, I don't look down, I look right in front of me and walk. So if it was on the door right there, it would have stopped me, but
No,
I didn't
you're
say anything.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
I know at one point there were a lot of signs up there, and they, I think, just took them down because it was too much.
Got to be
People
too-
were not reading one. you know.
Right, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
But then they have that easel, and that's,
Gotcha. Okay. All right, well, good. Well, our point of doing this is education. We're certainly not looking to cause any trouble. We're trying to educate people. We're trying to educate myself. You know what I mean? I learn something new every day. So that's all it's about. And I hope that, maybe after we leave, you guys maybe we spurred you to think about something you weren't thinking about, or who knows, maybe, if we have this conversation, we shake hands, bump elbows, say goodbye from a distance of 6 feet, whatever it is, walk away and learn something from it on both sides, I'd call that a good day at the end of the day, and that's all we're out doing.
absolutely.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys being cordial and professional again. Thank you very much. Thank you for not calling the police on us.
All right.
Because then I have to have this whole conversation with them, which I don't mind doing. I enjoy speaking to police officers. We do that every day, but it's nice to see that you guys didn't freak out and call the cops on a father and a son walking around with a camera. That's a different world than what I grew up in, but that's a whole nother story. But all right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Stay
Thank you.
safe. Have a good day. Thank you.
Great day.
Well, all right, everybody. You saw how that went. We're going to have to come back once the building is open to the public and see how it goes then. But for now, we were allowed to take video in the public lobby without infringed upon. And the woman on the phone there, the chief of whatever department, was trying to tell us not to take video even outside the building, which is ridiculous. You guys know that. At the end of the day, they probably learned something, and we'll see how it goes when we come back. So if you appreciate this video and what we do, make sure you check out AP's channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button on this, and check out my other social medias. And that's about it for this one. So if you have feedback for the building here, I'll put their contact info in the description, and feel free to contact them and be cordial and professional, and let them know what you think of the way they handled the situation. And that's about it for this one, guys. So watching The Watchman, coming to you from Westminster, Colorado. See you in the next one, guys.